Shabbat Shalom, y'all. It is a wonderful Shabbat start of the day, and so in doing so, we're going to be reading some scripture. In the last chapter, in the last video, we had read Genesis chapter 36, and these were describing the generations of Esau, the firstborn and brother of Yaakov, firstborn of Yitzhak. And so he had 3 women, and 2 were of the Hivi, and 2 daughters were of the Canaanim, the Canaanites, and the other was a Hivi. So, and he produced sons through them, and they produced many sons as well. And they're in this book, they're calling them dukes, but if my understanding is correct, I don't think the term duke was even a title of sorts back then. This was obviously a translation error of some sort, but it is showing these different chiefs would be a better term, because these are tribes of Esau, and they would be I probably imagine a chief would be a title more appropriate to his sons. So, or leaders within their families. So, as well as, Yaakov's 12 sons that he is put over, these are called the fathers of the tribes. So, that could be even an appropriate term for what they're describing as dukes. And I apologize, I don't have the perfect translation. It's just what I have and what I'm wanting to share with y'all. So, these are all of the sons with Esau, and they're all dwelling in the land of Edom, Mount Seir. And so with this, I definitely butchered a lot of those names. So I'm not going to suffer you to listen to them again. So without further ado, let's jump into chapter 36, or 37. We just read 36 in the last video. Let's jump into chapter 37. And Yaakov dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Yaakov. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah, and with the sons of Zilpah his father's woman. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. Now Yasharel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him, and could not speak peaceably unto him. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and told it his brethren, and they hated him yet even more. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose and stood upright, and behold, your sheaves stood round about, and made obeisance to my sheaf. And his brethren said unto him, Shall you indeed reign over us, or shall you indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet more for his dreams, and for his words. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told it his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream once more, and behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obeisance to me. And he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him, and said unto him, What is this dream that you have dreamed? Shall I and your mother and your brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to you to the earth? And his brethren envied him, but his father observed the saying. And his brethren went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Yasharel said unto Yosef, Do not your brothers feed in the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send you unto them. And he said to him, Here am I. And he said unto him, Go, I pray you, see whether it be well with your brethren, and well with the flocks, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the valley of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, What do you seek? And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray you, where they feed their flocks. And the man said, They departed hence, for I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went after his brethren, and found them in Dothan. And when they saw him afar off, even before they came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. And they said to one another, Behold, this dreamer comes. Now come, therefore, let us slay him, and cast him into some pit, and we will say, Some evil beast has devoured him, and we shall see what becomes of his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill him. And Reuben said unto him, Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands to deliver him to his father again. And it came to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped out Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him. And they took him, and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty, and there was no water in it. Then they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes, and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelim came from Gilead with their camels, bearing spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Mitzrayim. And Yehudah said unto his brethren, What profit is it if we slay our brother, and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelim, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brethren were content. And then there passed by Midianim merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelim for 20 pieces of silver. And they brought Joseph unto Mitzrayim. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit. And he rent his clothes, And he returned unto his brethren and said, The child is not, and whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat, and killed a kid of the goats, and dipped the coat in the blood. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father, and said, This have we found. Know now whether it be your son's coat or no. And he knew it, and said, It is my son's coat. An evil beast has devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces. And Yaakov rent his clothes, and put sackcloth upon his loins, and mourned for his son many days. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, For I will go down into Sheol unto my son mourning. Thus his father wept for him. And the Midianites sold him into Mitzrayim unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's and captain of the guard. And it came to pass this is the conclusion of Genesis, Bere'shiyth, chapter 37. We will continue that it came to pass in the next video. Shalom, y'all. Blessings. Bye.